Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you are all here. Today's going to be kind of an interesting little video. I'm going to take apart my Liong Mah. I don't think I'm getting any rust, but I want to make sure. I want to clean up around that pivot. I've never broken this down before, so it ought to be kind of interesting. I'm not sure exactly how it comes apart, but I figured we'd figure it out, make a little content. First, I just want to say thank you to all the channel members. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to everybody who takes the time to subscribe to the channel. And thanks to everybody who just takes the time to come in and watch my content. I appreciate you all. So, I know it's got a reversible clip. I've never seen a disassembly on this knife. And I am getting some garage. I've been noticing this summer, it's been super humid here. Like swampy humid. And I've noticed like a lot of my ulti clips have just gotten little bits of rustification. And my whole thought is, I want to get it before it becomes a problem. I'm thinking these panels come off and then I've got a body screw, is what I'm guessing. Yeah. All right. So, and I did the wrong side, like a freaking idiot. All right, so I don't get confused. And I'll have to try on the pocket clip when I put it back on, because I will jack that up, sure as I sit here. All right, let's take this side off. Beautiful carbon fiber, by the way. I'm using my Get Good screw bit driver. What the hey? That is a very well machined Torx pivot. I mean, it is very well fitted, a little Loctite. Now, I think I'm going to need a T6 for this. Have no fear. We are going to make it happen. Got a whole bunch of Loctite. What else would be holding this on? I know it's a captive pivot. I know it's got a lot of Loctite in it. Trying not to get my wedgie. I didn't need it. Yep, I'm getting a little bit of rusty around my pivot, which is a no harm, no foul because it's surface rust. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our KPL rust eraser to kill the surface rust, and then I'm going to come back in with Wicked Wax and treat it real good. It's something I do from time to time on my knives, is take them apart, and maybe it's just because they're getting some age on them that some of them are getting a little, nothing catastrophic yet, but definitely something. Even on stainless steels, I really check my tool steels, my fixed blades, more often and keep them oiled up. I keep them in sheaths. You're not really supposed to. And all I'm doing, guys, is rubbing with the grain, because this is not super abrasive, but it is just a little bit. And we're going to blow out all our dust and our mess. Once we get some elbow grease in there. I know when I do this it shakes everything, and I apologize. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to set this stuff aside up here before I don't catastrophically lose all my little screws. Because I'm going to dump my tray out. Hold on, kids. All right. Captive pivot. I am going to, while I've got it open, I'm going to get a little alcohol. I'm going to try to clean that pivot out just a little bit where all that Loctite is. Now I'll try to keep this video inside of 10 minutes. I don't know if that'll happen, but that is what I'm shooting for you kids. Not that anybody will watch this, because not many people care about taking apart a knife they might not even have. But if I'm going to do maintenance on it, which I knew I had to, why not at least try to get a little film for that one person who might need to take theirs apart? I don't know. I found them helpful. When I first got into knives and first got the balls to take my knives apart, which didn't come right away, I was very, very nervous. And I would watch Nick Shabazz, and I would watch Lefty. Lefty really gave me the confidence because he was such an idiot when he started out. I would watch him make mistakes, and it actually was kind of, he showed a lot of humility, even though he'd get frustrated, because at the time, in my opinion, he had a big channel and he was kind of putting it out there, and I didn't read his comments, but I'm sure he was getting his fair share of grief. Hold on, guys, I'm just going to rub on this a little bit where I don't do it on camera so it's not shaking the table. Just a real hard, deep rub right there. A real hard, deep rub right there. Deep rub right there. I'll try to talk you all through it as I rub it against my leg. All right. So now I'm going to take my air can. It's going to get loud for just a second. I apologize for that. Now, let's get a little bit of Wicked Wax. See what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it one step further, which might slow down my 10-minute goal. Wicked Clean is a not a petroleum based, a beeswax based cleaner, and it's got a little bit of abrasive properties, kind of like Flitz, the metal polish, but not quite as abrasive. I like to use it, get any grease, get any moisture, get any crap that might be left by the stone. Just kind of let it get in there, dry up a little bit, and I take it off before I put my Wicked Wax on. So now we will, this stuff comes from Dupree's Forge, a buddy of mine who I met first in Nashville right before we did the last Knife Live, and he wanted to jump in and donate some Wicked Wax for the giveaways, and I got a can to try out, and then I went to River's Edge Cutlery where they were selling it and bought a can, which I've still got my big tin. I'm gonna have to keep an eye. on this knife, guys. I should probably rub it a little more, but I don't want to get into the... I'm rubbing it against my leg. Just some spots that I still see that aren't even really surface spots. They're just discoloration. But nip them the best we can. Couple more strokes. And we're going to wicked wax it, slap it together, and call it a day for this video. Then again, I realize this isn't entertaining content per se, unless it turns into a struggle bus. But I feel like it's my duty kind of to share the trials and tribulations I go through maintaining knives, because maybe it'll help somebody else know what to do. So now we're going to take the Wicked Clean, the Wicked Wax, which is truly just a wax, and we're going to layer that up. I kind of layer it heavy to start. Let it kind of seep in all those pores. Like so. Just kind of rub it into the grind back here. All of our exposed steel. Then, whoops, sorry about that, guys. Man, I'm closing. I'm past 10 minutes. I'm on 12. Sorry, kids. I'm so sorry. All right. But if I'm going to take it apart, I've got to get it treated. That was the whole reason for this exercise. I'm just buffing this wax out. Comes off very easily. And we'll leave behind a little bit of protective layer there. I'll take my bearing. Get my KPL original. And I do have a discount code if any of you guys get KPL products in my link tree. It's Javon10. Save you 10% on your purchase. And yes, guys, I'm guilty of using too much lube. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, put 4 little drops there. Get my KPL heavy. Get my last bearing. I need to get some bearings from Skiff so I can do a bearing upgrade on this guy. I didn't realize I had not done that. All right. So, ooh. Oh, dirty, dirty there. My KPL heavy. Now let's see if we can fish all this together. All right. So the first thing I want to do is T6. T6. Whoops. See my little bloody thumb? That's from scratching on that bolster. Now we're going to T8. Fit with our tight pivot. When I say tight milling for that Torx, which I think is fantastic. Tighten that down, and then we'll take our scale. I'm sure I left something out, but we'll see what that is. Let's see. All right, kids. All right, so if I want it put the clip on this side. Nicely done, reversible clip. I like the way they handled that. I'm going to take just the tiniest bit of wicked wax. I'm going to wax up this clip. And now we are going to wipe it off and put it on. And it's going back in my pocket. Guys, if y'all are still here watching me do this crazy exercise and you haven't had a chance yet and you're so inclined, if you hit that subscribe button, it really does help me out, and I'd appreciate it. It'll also keep you updated when I go live, when I have new content, when I make channel announcements, all that fun stuff. So guys, that is the Liong Mah Field Duty folder. Just took it apart. Went apart very, very well. Centered up perfectly. Got some pre-rust out of there. Guys, thank you for watching the content. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks for being my friend. I love each and every one of you. Please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.